like I say, most annoying groups or most groups that would kill people, it's a matter for the courts, a matter for the police, and a matter for basically whatever. Anyway, though, but most judges will take a little bribe or whatever. Stupid. And whatever. The abuse of my system or my laws basically is like, whatever. Anyway, of course, most people didn't really know exactly that I had actually invented all the laws of America and most of the laws of the court system. Laws of England or Britain, and basically even the little hairdo that they wear denoting whatever, a judge, and all that. Like I said, it was my wig company, whatever, that was manufacturing them for people. Anyway, so they could be judges or whatever, at least. Anyway, it was stylized or whatever. They used to wear them. So, anyway, and that has to do with me as well. Like I say, all lawyers and all law and all courts, basically. I mean, it's kind of silly, and it's like, well, yeah. So, anyway. Well, the Stomp group wouldn't admit it, and other people wouldn't admit it because, they found me as a child or whatever. And like I said, or didn't know who I truly was. Thought I was just Rich Brian or something like that. Or just whatever. Or at least they've been stealing from my Lucifer Star and running around like idiots, just getting on my ships or whatever else like that, getting free ride on ship. It's like, yeah, talk to the Irish about that. Like I said, the Irish, the Irish people had a fair share in White Star Lines as well, as they were my employees and my workers, and we did profit sharing and company sharing. So that's why White Star Lines didn't fail. You know, we went through wars and everything together, and it's Lucifer White Star Lines. So Luciferstar. Also the builder of people of things like the Statue of Liberty. The base is a star, right? So star. Anyway, while Rodney would get a jump on this, and certain Rick Bush and Rick Bash, and they would go around partying, basically on Lucifer Star money, pretty much. You know. Anyway, though, they are not the president. Rodney is not an admiral. I didn't make him admiral of nothing. You know, he wasn't. He had no military background. It was stupid to try and even think about captaining a ship like that. Like, it takes an experienced crew to captain a battleship and all kinds of stuff. And I had many experienced trained crews. So anyway, like I said, I had schools for it and military colleges. And that's part of civilization and society, and protecting my human race or protecting my people, basically. Anyway, though, at some point in time, somebody had turned against basically the exoskeletons or the 1.5s. I was trying to steal or trying to say that the exoskeletons or the 1.5s are lying, and I believe the exoskeletons don't have the capacity to lie, and the 1.5s never would. At least not about me. But like I said, the 1.5s had a different take on basically the human race trying to kill them, which was basically humans want to play because they're advanced and sophisticated and very much AI and connected to their own computer systems and everything else like that, and were very much protected and all that other stuff. And like I said, they could build anything they wanted, and they lived on high gravity worlds, so very much could go where humanity couldn't go. Like I said, they used to laugh at the human astronauts that would bend over to look at a rock and go face plant right into the ground. Um, anyway, the 1.5s being much smaller and still just as intelligent, just as smart, could exist on high gravity worlds. Anyway, and should be happily existing on high gravity worlds even today, as basically they're little muscle bound warriors. And they're very fast and very dangerous. Some people that would meet my 1.5s would be like, they're little muscle bound warriors. They're very fast and very dangerous. It's like, yeah, well, they grew up on 12 gravity worlds and stuff like that, or 8 gravity worlds or something, way more than humans would find comfortable. So they're built small and fast, and on Earth they would be wicked fast. Because they grew up on high gravity worlds. I mean, anyway, whatever. And they possessed all the technology humanity had, and then some, because they were a couple million or billion years older and able to get around the galaxy and the universe much easier using much smaller ships. So, anyway, and then of course there's the exoskeletons, which were also advanced and whatever. And like I said, I didn't kill them off. Many people kill off their life forms or kill off their work crews, and I did not. I never do. Otherwise, otherwise, Belfast wouldn't have anybody over there. I don't kill off my crews, so I just basically release them. I released them into the world and said, go build your civilization, or go continue your civilization, or whatever. So they just went off, I guess, to do whatever they were going to do. Same with exoskeletons. And while they were here to be with me and stuff like that, like I said, humanity was attacking them and being very vicious and everything else like that. So I told them to get back and get away. So it does not mean that I'm forgotten about or unknown. It just means that they evacuated. So anyway, and like I said, Planet Terran was very much watching Earth, and there was at least one other planet. I think there was up to 3 planets watching Earth at one point in time. And while a lot of people would be like, it's like, well, get over it. I'm the creator of Galaxy Star Systems and basically the one who led White Star Alliance, basically. All those things, and while they say blah, 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 it's like, well, yes, those people were my managers, and they were the ones, because otherwise it would have just been done, and it's like, well, who did this? It's like, well, actually, they were my decisions and my people just doing what I wanted to do, and they were just all managers. The whole world was being run by me. And they were very good at their job, and I had high respect for every single one of them. That's why you know about them. If those are the actual people and there are pictures and everything. I don't understand that, like there's a lot of sketches and a lot of this and a lot of that, and there should be more pictures of these people because every single one of my managers or leaders, there's pictures for them as well. So there should be more than just a sketch or whatever, saying that this person, and, well, I mean, they were just managers, and a lot of them that were captured or whatever, just say, well, we're just managers. We work for White Star Alliance. This for White Star Alliance. So they just do a job and they're highly paid for it. So anyway, like I said, very much not Anton. There's little automaton tugboats that were actually the LS tugboats. This for Star tugboats. Like I said, Anton didn't have any tugboats. They just would sneak around in the middle of the night with a bucket of paint and paint Anton on the back of my tugboats, which were steam powered or whatever, or diesel powered. And then they would set up they had a little shop that would charge people on top of the normal LS. Anytime anybody came in to get a tugboat service, sometimes they would go to Anton's, and which is a black guy or whatever, and then Anton, the Anton person would leave his office towards the end of the day, and then come right across to the LS tugboat service, the Star tugboat service, and then they would pay my people to go move the ships around, and it's like, just ridiculous. Like I said, I love the idea of, besides Lucifer's star, it's like, but with the star, well, it's a little cross or a little, or a little cross with 3 little lines, or basically, or like, the pentagram, either way, it's a star. So, and like I said, your Lucifer star's life forms, along with 1.5s, exoskeletons, and a few 4 different types of exoskeletons. You're, just like they're my life forms, you're my life form too. I create women as well. So, anyway, like I said, you can either accept this fact or you cannot. It doesn't matter to me, and like I said, many people were trying to do very bad things to me and other people, and that's why they tried to say that the exoskeletons were liars or blah, blah, blah. But like I said, the exoskeletons don't have the capacity to lie. They're too simple. And or they say were, and the 1.5s, well, they never would, unless of course you're trying to lie to them, in which case, yeah, they're probably gonna lie right back. Like I said, they're a highly advanced, race that is very much all throughout space. Like they're a space going race, so they're just short 1.5. They grew up on a high gravity world, and they would do a lot of my high gravity inspections of the particle creation. see what's down on the planets. And they're very amazing too. Like there's lots of reports where these people would say, "Well, we had coffee with one of them, and we were very impressed. I mean, we'd speak perfect French or perfect English, and it was talking to us, and we couldn't really believe. Like we thought it was like some sort of robot or something or whatever. But it's like, no, it's a living little creature. You know, just like you, has flesh and blood and everything. It wasn't a robot. You know." It's basically like a small human or whatever. Veins and everything. And, they usually spoke about 20 languages each or so like that. Anyway, they had been in existence for thousands or millions of years. So. And they cruised around with me and they cruised through the galaxy. Just doing what they do. Cute little guys, really. And like I said, there's a picture of one with an astronaut. He's wearing a little Hawaiian shirt and has a little grass hat. And he's sitting on the astronaut shoulder. Shoulder. So, anyway, yeah. And, and they went around Paris and everywhere else and looked at the world and talked to the humans and everything else like that thousands of millions of years ago. I was hoping to meet them in person. But anyway, though. But then there was Nixon, Kennedy, and Rodney, and Rosalie, and and they very much didn't want my little life forms talking to me or getting to know me because So anyway, whatever. Lots of history, lots of things would happen after that. So I was upset that they couldn't be around. So anyway, because I really wanted to meet them. I mean, I knew them as basically Lucifer Star or AI for me. And ship and all that stuff, but I wanted to meet them in person because they're my little life forms. And there's also the exoskeleton and everything else. They used to protect me and all that other stuff. And like I said, I was their computer life form, in spaceship form, basically, I guess. So, anyway. They protected me for thousands or trillions of years. They might still be out there somewhere. You never know. I hope so. Probably. They could travel between stars a lot easier than the humans because they're so much smaller. They're little extreme little guys. Like I said, that they were just like humans, little extreme guys. Anyway, not expendable though. Like I said, somebody was trying to use them as their military group.